What up, y'all? Welcome to PopDotComix. I'm JoJo coming at you from the Woman Cave in Vegas. Wow, guys, the struggle is real trying to project to you all right now because I was sick for the past 2 days and my throat was feeling all funky, but I'm much better now and I cannot wait to share with you all what I got at San Diego Comic-Con this year. I cannot believe how fast a year has gone by, guys. It is insane. I feel like I was doing my 2018 haul for you all not too long ago, and here we are. So anyways, let's get on into it because there's a lot to share. I'm super excited. Alright guys, so first off we're going to start with the Cryptozoic booth. As you know, last year I was a little deterred from going to that booth because I saw that some of the bombshell mini statues that I was interested in were about $100-something a piece, which was ridiculous for me. So this year, you know, I kind of saw the booth. I wasn't too thrilled with, you know, the prices because I knew it was going to be similar to last year. So I start looking through anyways, and lo and behold, I see two awesome little mini statues that were about $30 to $45 a piece, which is okay. Like, that's how much you would normally pay for, you know, any retail store would have them at that price. And I was actually pleasantly surprised by that price point because, you know, $30-$40 is a lot more affordable than $100 a unit. So, you know, I looked a little closer and sure enough, they were also con exclusive. So here's a little look at the box here. Very cool with the Gal Gadot image on the side panel. Then you got some close-up shots of her. Beautiful looking sculpt there. Awesome. Now I'll open it up for you so you can take a closer look. She's a summer 2019 convention exclusive, and she's also a noir edition. So she's got that like black monochromatic tint, but it's not quite monochromatic because there's also like a splash of red accents that you'll see throughout, and then there's like the gold lasso that she has. So I love that little detail of color that you see, makes it really pop, and the sculpt looks excellent with her hair waving in the wind. Beautiful, beautiful figure. And it says that it's designed by Pedro I don't know if it's Astudillo or Astudillo, depending on whether he's Italian or Hispanic, and it's sculpted by Anders Ehrenborg. So I think it's a gorgeous little statue overall, and I love that it has this like animated Gal Gadot likeness to her. I'm a huge fan of the movie. This was like right up my alley. So yeah, at the price point of I think $45, not too shabby for a con exclusive. You know, Cryptozoic does a really good job with the DC bombshell statues, but it was kind of nice and a change of pace to see them do a normal Wonder Woman from the movie, right? Like, it looks great, and I'm glad that they're not just limiting themselves to the DC bombshells. And next up from Cryptozoic, we have the Vinyl Terrors, a Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger vinyl collectible. Super cool little statue here. I had no idea this line existed until I went to Hot Topic about a month ago and saw one. Had to grab that. It was a different variant of what I'm holding here. This is actually the Shadow Edition, number 333 out of 350, so it's super limited. The back of the box art's super cool. Let me give you guys a closer look. You got Freddy's head here at an angle on both sides of the box, so it's very cool. Looks semi like 3D. Here is a little sticker that says it's the Shadow variant, and he looks creepy. I'll go ahead and take him out so you guys can see, but this guy was about $33, which I thought was an awesome deal. Next item we got is from the NECA booth, and this year they had a lot of cool things, but there was one item that really stuck out to me, and that was this It Pennywise. I want to say it's called the sketch variant, but don't quote me on that, because if you take a look at the box here, it looks like artwork. So I really love that clean white look to it, and of course Pennywise with his eyes like and going in different directions is kind of creepy. Those of you who've been watching the channel for a while know that I've slowly kind of warmed up to the new Pennywise, but I've always been partial to the Tim Curry one. Not to say this one was bad or anything. It's just, you know, when I was younger watching the old made-for-TV movie, I just, you know, that was so frightening to me that it just kind of stuck with me. And this newer, Pennywise just didn't really do it for me. Like it just wasn't as scary in my opinion. But nevertheless, I still thought the movie was good. And Bill Skarsgård does a great job with Pennywise. But yeah, so yeah, I've been warming up to it. It's definitely different, but you know, that's what's cool about it. It's kind of unique. So yeah, definitely a cool grab from the con. Next up, I stopped at the factory booth, and they sell these little figures called Revolution vinyls, or Revos. I do have a couple of other horror characters from this set, but this was actually a convention exclusive, so I thought I would pick it up, and it was only 15 bucks. By the way, I forgot to mention the Pennywise was 30 bucks, which is pretty average for a NECA. I thought it was cool that they didn't, you know, have an upcharge for the fact that it was a convention exclusive. So really neat that NECA did that. But yeah, same with this figure here. There was no upcharge considering that it was an exclusive or anything. These are usually 15, but yeah, this is a really neat little figure. What it does is you kind of put it just on a flat surface, and it rocks back and forth, and it spins and it wobbles depending on how you move it, and it's kind of a weird little gimmick. And honestly, I don't really get these figures for that little feature at all. I just think they're cute little figures, and they're of my favorite horror icons. So yeah, it's always just a must grab for me as a horror collector. Oh, I forgot to mention that Factory Entertainment booth also gave me this awesome little button. Has Chucky on it. It says I hate kids. Next up, I had the Super 7 booth, and if you guys watched my haul from last year, you know that I bought some Universal Monsters reaction figures from them that were super duper cool. And this year they had a new set of the same type of figures, same reaction figures, and you know, I can't help it. When I see Universal Monsters, anything, it's like I'm immediately drawn to it. So this is no different, but yeah, I had to pick these up. They were only 15 a piece. This is Invisible Man. And yeah, they put this like Japanese lettering there. I don't know what it says really, but I just think the design of the backing board is awesome. So yeah, because it's in the shape of that like coffin. Then you got the image up here of the face, and then you got the Japanese text, and then the figure is like a translucent blue/orange. So just super well done. The quality of the backing board is so good, because that was one of the complaints I had last year with those reaction figures. The backing boards were like starting to warp a little bit, and I guess because they weren't thick enough. So they definitely changed that up this year, and now they have very thick backing boards. So it's nice, they don't warp at all. A problem with the Funko reaction figures was that this little plastic piece would fall off all the time. Like the glue or the adhesive was just terrible, but yeah, Super 7 does them really well. Here's the next one, Dracula, and he's a translucent red, and I'm gonna say is that like a bluish silver metallic color. Beautiful. Bride of Frankenstein in a purple translucent color with like silver in her hair, with the, you know, where she has the streak of gray usually. or white, whatever. Love that. Gosh, I love the colors of these. I love how they pop. They look great on my wall, so yeah, very excited for those. I missed out on the Frankenstein one, so I'm gonna have to pick that up somewhere in the aftermarket, or maybe if they might have some on their site. I haven't really looked, so I'll check that out. And then this is from a different series. This is from the Halloween series. But here's a Nosferatu reaction figure, and he's got like blood on him, so that's cool. Again, beautiful art on that backing board. Love that. And then here's the back. The others didn't really have much on the back, so that's why I didn't show you all. But this one looks great. It has a little image right there, has a little write-up. And I guess they have an Alfred Hitchcock one too. Gotta look into that. Awesome. But yeah, if you guys like horror, Super 7 has really cool figures. So after Super 7, I stopped by a little booth called Ghostville. I don't know if y'all heard of it before, but they sell a lot of little cute Universal monsters. Not just Universal monsters, but like just a lot of different like old school horror type of characters, and they do like pins, patches, kind of smaller little knickknacks. And this is a pin that I got from them, Mars Attacks. It's supposed to look like the packaging from those like old school Halloween masks that kids used to wear back in the 60s. That's why it has that little opening and display. Really, really cool. I can't remember how much these were. I want to say 12? Yeah, 12 a piece, which is pretty average for a pin. Here's the Frankenstein one. Yeah, these got that super retro look to them. Really, really cool. And they're very easy to take out of the box. Take a look at that. So just open that like that. And then there's the pin. Really cool. And I had to pick up this little creeper. Actually moves. How cool is that? So yeah, this is an awesome little pin. Alright guys, so moving along to the Mondo booth. I actually tried going the first 2 days I was there, but it was to no avail, sadly. I had my eye on the It poster, and there were 2 versions of it you could get, and I think by the second day they were all sold out of them. So I was so like bummed because it looked like a really cool poster, and I still asked for a ticket because that's the way that they were doing their booth this year. You had to go to the booth first, pick up a ticket, come back later for whatever time slot that the ticket indicated. Day 2 they told me to come back at like later on at 6, which was weird because like that's usually when the con closed. So I was like, I'm not gonna come back at 6, whatever. So I kind of forgot about it. Next day I had the Bruce Campbell signing, so I had to be at the con really early, and luckily because of that I was able to get in line for the exhibit hall, which is where all the vendors are. I was able to run over to Mondo once the con opened, and luckily I was able to get a ticket, but it wasn't going to be till 3 that I had to come back. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna even get anything at that point because I saw, like I said, that the It poster had sold out. But there were still 2 items that I was really interested in. One being this Mondoid Venom figure, which is really cool. Here's the packaging. Nice little Mondo sticker right there. Very neat. I know it looks kind of weird here because it's like 2 parts that you have to put together, but I'll open it right now and you guys can get a little better look at it. So aside from the Mondoid, I was also able to get a poster, which I was really happy about because, you know, Mondo is known for their awesome posters, and I've never been able to get one in the past. So, you know, even though this isn't the one that I was eyeing the most, it was definitely on my want list. So I'll show you guys here. Hopefully you guys can see it okay. I'm gonna try not to damage this. Oh, you guys see? Yep, you can see. It's an alien poster. Super cool, animated, kind of, it has kind of a Rick and Morty look to it, I would say. And if you look closely here, I'm gonna go in closer. You get to see inside of the Nostromo. In each room is a different scene of the movie. And it's freaking hilarious. Like even this over here is like the last scene of the movie. Spoilers! But yeah, it is such a great poster. I don't even know if I'm doing this justice right now or if you guys can even see it. But yeah, it is so cute and adorable. I love it. One drawback to Mondo is that it's so pricey. I mean, the poster alone was $65 and the Mondoid was like $33, I want to say. So yeah, very pricey, but that being said, it's both items are very high quality. The paper they use for their posters is practically canvas. It's very nice. That's why I'm like scared to even touch it. But yeah, and they're very sought after. They do really well in the aftermarket, so you don't have to worry about that kind of thing. I don't know how much the Mondoid is like normally because I usually don't get figures from Mondo, but that's kind of like for me just to have in my collection. I'm not planning to like resell it or see the value of it or anything like that, which is why I don't mind opening it. So yeah, finally can scratch Mondo off my con bucket list. But moving on, I did stop by the Think Geek booth because they had a lot of really cool exclusives there this year. But there was one in particular that I was looking at, and that was this Office Space pop. Really neat little vinyl pop here. This is the Sticky Note Man. He wasn't actually in the movie. This is, if you remember from a long time ago, the movie poster. The fact that they made a pop of this is awesome. Great movie. And yeah, I just had to pick this up because it's an oldie but a goodie. So what was cool about the Think Geek booth was that they actually did have their shared Funko Pop exclusive at their own booth. So you didn't have to go to the Funko booth to get it. And so there I went, and luckily they still had them available for me. Yeah, really, really neat concept. Love how it came out. There's really good, nice little detail. If you look closely, you'll see the little post-its have some notes on them. So that's awesome. Overall, really nice little sculpt too. To etch out all these little post-its on him is a lot of work, I would assume. So yeah, really good job by Funko with this one. I also picked up this awesome pin from Think Geek. It's in celebration of the 35th anniversary of Ghostbusters. And as you can see, it's Stay Puft, and then the Ghostbusters are down near his feet. I had to grab that. I don't know if it was exclusive to the con or not, but I didn't really care. It was just a nice little item to get. So, oh, actually, yeah, it does say 2019 Con Tour exclusive. So maybe not exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con, but it is only available at cons. Alright guys, so this next item is huge, so forgive me if I like fumble all over the place while trying to open it, but yeah, it is a heavy duty item. It is from Mattel. I went over there the first couple days and it was packed, so I didn't hit up Mattel till Sunday because I left a lot of like the bigger items till that day just because I thought there'd be less people. Surprisingly, it was so full that day. I don't know what happened, but my plan backfired on me. Luckily, I was able to get this item that I'm about to show you, but it was limited, and by the time I got to the booth, it did say limited quantities, and a lot of the other items there were already sold out. So I was like, oh, thank God. And I think the reason it was still there was because it was like a bigger ticket item. So it was $80. And you know, sometimes people aren't willing to pay that amount, even though it's limited, it won't sell out because of the higher ticket price. But anyways, here it is, guys. Oh my goodness. I think this is my favorite item of the con. It is gorgeous. I know you guys are like, what the hell is that? It's just like a brown Batman box. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to open this for you all. But first, let's look at the packaging. So if you look closely, it says Strange Lives of Batman, and then it has a little Batman 80 year anniversary up there on the corner. And then you start seeing like comic panels in the background, and then you see this 80-page giant Batman logo. Then you got the Strange Lives of Batman logo there. Beautiful box. Alright, so then there's this flap up here, right? So let's open that. Got the checkered top, which is an homage to the old comics from back then. Oh, so cool. Alright, I'm gonna put it right here so I can open this. This might take me a while, guys, so don't mind if I cut. Wiggle it around. Oh my gosh, guys, this thing is awesome. I'm like geeking out right now just looking at it. It looks just like an 80-page giant from the Silver Age Batman days. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Even has the checker board up at the top. Got the side panel. Got the back here. Says table of contents, and it lists like all the different versions of Batman. And then here we go with the old school DC logo. Got Batman there. Rainbow Batman. Alright, guys. So now we're good. There's another slipcase on it. It's like a sleeve, so let me open that up. So here's a close-up of the figures that come in this display case. We got the regular Silver Age Batman. Got the negative Batman here. Black and white. We got Zebra Batman down here. And then we got Rainbow Batman. How cool is that? And they each are like in their own panel. That is so cool. Ugh, love it. Worth every penny I spent. Then it has this like huge kind of watermark Batman here. You know, sometimes when I spend a little more on an item, I feel a little guilty afterwards. Not necessarily buyer's remorse, but more just like, it's just a toy, I shouldn't have spent that much. But with this, like, I have absolutely no regrets. This is amazing. The packaging's awesome. It's what a great display item for my collection. Incredible. I'm in awe of the designers. Awesome. Oh my god. I'm just geeking out so hard over this. So yeah. And you just slip the case over, and there you have a nice little display. Or you could just keep it in the box it came in. This one. which I probably will do, at least for the time being, until I really choose where it's gonna end up in the woman cave. So yeah, let me go ahead and put this back. Alright guys, so lastly for the exhibit haul purchases, excluding comics and signed items, I was able to finally get to the Funko booth on Sunday at 1:15 because that's when my time slot was. I was fortunate enough to win the lottery for the 3-item exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con pops. So that was really cool, and I'm really grateful for that because, you know, at first I was bummed that I wasn't able to get any of the shared exclusives at the con, minus the Think Geek one. Yeah, because I like really wanted that Jaws pop, and there were a couple others that I was really digging but wasn't able to get because at the booth that I went to, they only had the Batman, you know, with holding the San Diego Comic-Con bag, which is awesome. This was probably either first or second on my want list for Funko that year or this year, so I was happy to be able to get this. And yeah, like I said, I was bummed, but after thinking about it, I was like, why am I bummed? Like, these are the harder to get items, so I shouldn't be bummed whatsoever. Plus, I'm a huge Batman fan, so yeah, I'm happy. I'm definitely happy with this because, yeah, it is in celebration of the 80th year of Batman, so it is only appropriate that he is carrying a San Diego Comic-Con bag. And it's funny because, like, San Diego Comic-Con is also celebrating their 50th anniversary, so it's like a double anniversary pop. And then here's what it looks like on the back. I'm not going to open these pops because they are just pretty valuable. If they're not valuable now, they will be, I'm sure, in the future. Especially with like the fact that you could only get it at the con. That usually is an indicator that they will appreciate in value. So here's the other one. This one's also in celebration of the 50th anniversary of SDCC, and it's a little toucan that is the mascot for the Comic-Con, if you didn't know. Here's the side. Again, I'm just not going to open these. These are going to stay in their boxes. I don't really like pop boxes, but yeah, considering that pops, a lot of the times their value just lies in how minty the box is, which is kind of crazy, but it's very similar to the way that we value comics in, you know, condition and all that. So that's why I have the Batman pop in this like hard box, so that it doesn't get damaged at all. So luckily there were no accidents on the way back, so happy about that. So those were in good condition. And then I got this little Pez dispenser of the toucan as well. That's really cute. You know, I used to collect Pez dispensers back in the day when I was younger, but I kind of stopped just because there were so many of them that, you know, I got a little discouraged, so I was like, you know what, I'm not going to do that anymore. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this yet, but it's really cool. I still really like it, and I think the toucan is super cute, so I'm keeping it for now. So that was it for purchases at Funko for the booth that I won, but later in the day I heard that if you went back to the other Funko booth with all the shared exclusives, they would be open to the public at around 5, you know, and that's when the con ends. So I wasn't sure because like my friends had already went home because they were tired because they're old ladies. But I was still like kicking, and I was like, let's do this, you know, only got a couple hours left. And I was like, why not? Why not just stick around and see if they'll let me into that Funko booth, right? And sure enough, they were letting people in, and I was like, oh snap, this is awesome. So I was able to get a couple of like last minute items that obviously it was just things that didn't sell out, which I was grateful for because I did manage to get this awesome teen wolf pop. I took him out of the box because it was a little bit damaged, but I didn't mind buying it damaged because this is a Target exclusive, and if you know anything about Target exclusives, horrible time trying to find Target exclusives, usually because the employees don't really care about Funkos, so a lot of times they won't even put them out to be purchased. So I don't know about elsewhere, but here in Vegas it's awful, always an ordeal, and it's just awful. So I was like, you know what, even though the box is damaged, I'll still take it because that'll save me from like trying to get it at Target, which is insane. So yeah, I was happy to get a hold of this one because I was really eyeing that one. Next up, I was able to get this Hanna-Barbera Lazy Luke figure. Super cute. I don't know much about him, to be honest. I never watched this cartoon. But yeah, I thought I would snag him because I just liked how he looked. And yeah, who knows, I might do something with it. Maybe a giveaway, maybe sell it, maybe trade it up. You never know, it's just good to have for whenever you need something like that, you know? And then I was also able to get this Zoolander, and again, I'm not going to take these out since I probably will not end up with them in my collection. I want to make sure that they stay in their boxes. So yeah, got Derek Zoolander as a mermaid right here. Super funny. So pretty cool. And then I got this Ruby Rose one. I don't know much about Ruby Rose. I don't watch that. I think it's an anime, right? Not sure. But yeah, she looks pretty cool. And again, it's just gonna be either trade or giveaway fodder or sell it on eBay. And lastly, for the shared exclusives Funko booth, I was able to get this little Hellboy figure. I think they're called 5-star figure. There's a little sticker right there, and this is how it looks inside the box. Nice little display case there. Comes with little accessories. It's cute. You know, I've seen these. I have purchased the horror line of these, but I really didn't like the DC ones. I was looking at those a while ago and I was not impressed with them, but the Hellboy one looked cool and the horror ones look cool. They're like really cute. So yeah, but yeah, overall guys, I am so happy. And you know, I didn't think I was gonna get into the shared exclusives booth, so you know, to be able to do that was a nice surprise at the end of the con. I was happy. I didn't manage to get the Jaws pop or some of the others that I wanted, but I did manage to pre-order it off Entertainment Earth, and it's actually downstairs. Should I open it? Should I just like show you guys right now? We should, right? Like, why not? Let me go get it real quick. Alright guys, so I did go back downstairs to grab some of my Funko Pops that were shared exclusives that I purchased outside of the con. So on the way back to Vegas, I actually stopped by an FYE and I stopped by a Hot Topic. And then I did pre-order the Jaws Pop and the Man-Thing Pop from Entertainment Earth. So I'll share those in a second, but I totally forgot to share this with you guys. I got this awesome Universal Monsters pin here, and it has all the main iconic monsters here. Got werewolf, got mummy, got Dracula, Frankenstein, and creature. Really neat little pin. This was limited, and was exclusive to the con, and it's glow in the dark, which is really cool. I mean, you gotta love a glow in the dark pin, right? This is from the Han Cholo booth, so yeah, really neat. All right, let's quickly get into the shared exclusive pops. So on my way back to Vegas, I did stop at Hot Topic and I got this awesome Sabrina pop with her little cauldron there. Love that little witch's brew she's got going on. Very, very cool pop. Really reminds me of my childhood. I used to read the Archie Digests all the time. Oh, they were the best. And yeah, so this reminds me of that. And I used to love the Sabrina show on Nickelodeon back in the day. It was on Nickelodeon, right? Or was it ABC? I don't remember anymore. You know, I still haven't watched the new show too on Netflix. I heard it's really good, but yeah, definitely love this little pop here. I was able to go to FYE as well. I just went to a mall, and so I made those 2 pit stops there. But yeah, I was able to get this Yoda here with the green chrome. I think this is one occasion where the chrome is actually really cool looking, and it fits the character. Just seems really appropriate to have a green Yoda chrome pop, right? Awesome. So yeah, snagged that one. And you know, I'm sure most of you know by now, all of the exclusive or shared exclusive pops are 15 bucks. This one I pre-ordered from Entertainment Earth and it just got here a couple days ago. But this is the Man Thing. This one is heavy, guys. Super heavy for a regular sized pop. This thing looks great. The sculpt is on point. Like, it looks like it just jumped out of the comic. Love the look of this, and I love that it's got weight to it. You really feel like you get bang for your buck with a pop like this. So yeah, really glad that I pre-ordered it, because I was kind of on the fence with it. Like, I really wanted it, but you know, when you get a bigger sized pop like the Jaws one, it could be kind of pricey, because then you gotta consider shipping as well. So yeah, and the fact that they're exclusive makes them a little more expensive. So the regular sized pops are 15 plus shipping, and then the Jaws is I think it was like 35 plus shipping, so it came out to like 40 or something like that. But here he is, guys. Here's Bruce just chomping Quint up. How hilarious is that? Ugh, I love that. Look at how gruesome this is. Guys, Jaws is one of my all-time favorite movies. And you know, I want to say that was one of the movies that really introduced me to horror as a younger kid. And I remember I must have been in like 3rd grade when I saw it, and I absolutely loved it. I wasn't scared. I was just more fascinated, and it really made me kind of obsessed with sharks for a while. But yeah, like that, the production of the movie itself is so interesting. If you guys don't know what happened on the set of that, I would highly suggest you look into that. This was definitely a highlight for me in terms of SDCC exclusives. And although I didn't get it at the con, I still consider it part of my haul for SDCC 2019. Alright guys, so that's about it for my SDCC 2019 collectibles haul. Hope you guys enjoyed that. But if you're still here, I got something for you guys. I got a giveaway, and nobody will know but the people who actually watched through the entire video. So, you know, I always like to reward you guys in some way. Just cause I appreciate you even giving me the time of day. I think you guys are really cool. Those of you that, you know, always leave comments and just always try to interact. Like, I always appreciate that. And I really do value your guys' input with, you know, anything that I'm talking about, really. I just like the conversation, you know. And yeah, I want to reward those that actually do watch, you know, and show you guys that you do mean something to me. So, you know, last year I picked up a couple of things for a giveaway as well. Just because, you know, not everybody gets to go to SDCC, and I'm aware of that. So I like to bring something to you guys, at least for one person that wasn't able to go. You know, I like to do something special for you. So here I do have the bag that you get at SDCC. And this one is Teen Titans Go. There's multiple that you could have gotten, but this was the one that I ended up with. And it's kind of funny because they're all dressed as other DC characters, so it's really cool. Like Robin's Aquaman there. So yeah, I think that's awesome. And it says Comic-Con 2019. It's got the 50th anniversary logo there. Just so cool. And then it's got the WB straps right there. So yeah, that will be included in the giveaway. I did visit Art Germ when I was there, so I got this comic signed here. This is Wonder Woman 51. Beautiful artwork here. Love Art Germ's cover art. Some of the best. And there's a signature in her hair right there. So yeah, I'll be giving that away, and I'll also be giving this print away, and it was signed by the voice actor who does Beast Boy, so that's pretty cool there. Giving that away. I will be also giving away one of these 3 pops, so you can choose whichever one of these 3 that you want, and these are from the con. Even though they are shared exclusives, these come with the official sticker, because I got them straight from the booth in San Diego. So you'll be able to pick from one of those. And lastly, for this giveaway, I did buy an extra Ghostville pin. This Frankenstein one, I got 2 of those, so one of them will be given to one of you guys. So all you gotta do is leave a hashtag down below in the comments section of which pop that you would want if you won the giveaway. So if you want the Zoolander one, hashtag Zoolander. If you want the Ruby Rose one, hashtag Ruby or hashtag Ruby Rose. Both of those will count. And then hashtag Lazy Luke if this is the one you are interested in. So yeah, that's it. And then obviously be subscribed to me and be 18 or older. That's it, guys. I really just want to do something special for one of you. That's about it for this video. If you liked it, give me a like or subscribe or both. I don't hate it. You can catch me on Twitter and on Instagram at PopDotComix, and I guess I'll catch you over there. Later.